The market is under pressure today, but a couple of stocks have been under quite a bit of stress in the last couple of days because of US FDA import alerts. One of them has been Ipca Laboratories, where the management did indicate to us that, of course, 3 of their facilities are now under import alert, but their laboratory practices have been the same for the last many years, and despite that, they have been getting import alerts from the US FDA. But let's discuss all of these issues and more with Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, the Chairman and Managing Director of Biocon, who joins in now. Kiran, hi, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What is your own assessment of, what's happening with the US FDA's observations on Indian pharma companies? Is it that the quality control problems have increased with the Indian companies, or is it just, an irrational clampdown by the US FDA?
I don't think it is an irrational clampdown, because I think US FDA is extremely responsible in terms of its audit processes. I think basically, obviously the stringent norms that US FDA is now, mandating across the world is raising the bar. And I think Indian companies have to start focusing on meeting these norms. And I think this is really a matter of time before all Indian companies will be able to comply with the very high standards that US FDA is setting the world over. I can tell you that, 483s are becoming quite rampant, not just in India, but across the world. And in fact, many US companies have also received similar 483s and even warning letters. But obviously, when the optics is on India, it sort of gets amplified. But I would say that this is something that I think Indian companies have to invest and spend much more in terms of their quality systems than they used to in the past. And as you know, the frequency of audits is becoming far greater than it used to be in the past. So I think this is where I think Indian companies have to be on their toes.
Well, Kiran, good morning. Thanks a lot for joining. The Indian cricket team can weather the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and emerge as a very clear contender in the top honours. There should be no reason why Indian pharma companies shouldn't be able to do that. But do you see that process underway? Do you see that professionalism coming in very soon?
I think Indian companies have already displayed leadership in the generic space, and I think there we certainly must keep strengthening that position, that leadership position. I really believe that we have the capabilities and we have all that it takes to keep, strengthening that leadership. But I think today the focus and effort that is needed to make sure that we stay ahead is much greater than before. So I do believe we have all that it takes. We have great companies. I think our infrastructure, the investment
specifically with respect to 483s.
So this is an area which is now fairly kind of becoming quite a normal kind of event, and that is not something which we need to prevent. And I think this is where I think a lot of Indian companies do need to invest a lot more in their quality systems than they used to in the past. And I'm sure this is happening because no company wants an alert on its manufacturing facility. Because I think India is the sort of pharmacy of the world, and we cannot afford to sort of basically let these kind of 483s hamper our ability to export. So I think companies are very aware of it. I know that there is a lot of effort of bringing in consultants to make sure that they comply with these rising standards. And it's only a matter of time. I'm very confident that just like other US companies are getting over these hurdles and humps, I'm sure Indian companies will do likewise.
And what are the triggers, the revenue triggers for Biocon itself over the next, 3 to 6 months?
Well, we have bet very big on biosimilars, as you know. And I think we have a very interesting and growing pipeline of biosimilars. And I think many of these are advancing very rapidly in the clinic. And, of course, whilst the regulated markets really open up to us after, by the end of 2016 onwards, I think there are some very interesting opportunities for us to play in the emerging markets.
Okay.
So I think these are big opportunities for us. Our insulins are also going to be very, very important. So I think basically we are betting on this, and of course we are betting on our historic businesses, but these are the main triggers, and we believe that this is a very exciting and a huge opportunity to play.
Yeah, actually I wanted to ask you specifically with respect to your oral insulin, Alzumab, are you monetizing it anytime soon?
Well, in terms of oral insulin, there is some very important clinical data that has to be received by the end of this quarter. And once that happens, that actually opens up a very interesting opportunity to, as you know, it's already partnered with Bristol Myers Squibb. So obviously that allows us to look at the next path of monetization for that asset. In terms of the Alzumab or Itolizumab, we have hit a bit of a hurdle because of the Cuban origin of this particular drug, and therefore we are looking at addressing some of these issues which can actually free us of this particular challenge. But otherwise, the drug itself is great, it's doing well, and we have a huge opportunity, and so therefore once we clear these hurdles, I think we will be able to monetize it very attractively.
Right.